So I would have used this camera, but for some reason that camera has actually broken and I can't do that. So instead I'm going to have to play it on here and just talk about it. But okay, so when I was 12, I was a massive fan of forensic detectives, and I guess there was a part of me that wanted to go into forensic detectives and help like solve crimes and stuff like this. But to be honest, I watched hundreds and hundreds of episodes of FBI files and cold crime case things, and just it was forensic detectives, cold case files, and then there's a whole list of other ones, and I thought they were doing a pretty good job. So I kind of, from a very young age, thought that I didn't need to go into the forensic detective kind of thing, because a lot of it was all to do with forensics and like chemistry and trying to find fingerprints and stuff like this. But you know, I kind of thought that the forensic detectives were quite good when it comes to interviewing. You know, I'm always watching films where they ask interviews and they do things right. But I'm confused about this Jeffrey Epstein case, because from what I've seen, it's just a bunch of girls who had a massage. Now, I've been doing massage for a very, very long time. I've done the calculations, and I've likely done about 5,000 hours of massage. So I know very well how it works. I know that some clients are decent, okay people who just want a massage with an ending, and some people want more, and some people will just try and take the piss and do as much as possible, even ask you like, can they piss in a jar and you drink it and stuff. You know, there's some people that ask all sorts of questions, and you just got to be firm and learn to say no. And I know that it's not a good job for everyone, because some people find it hard to say no, and to be honest, I find that sometimes it's hard to say no. You don't want to, but at the same time you're thinking, well, I'm getting £60 an hour, I need this money, and sometimes, you know, I'm still doing it. I've started back, but I'm only seeing a couple of people now, because I do not want to go in. I don't give a shit if all I make is £2,000 a year. That's pretty much what I'm going. I've got 5,000 that is coming in from a house that has taken me a very long time to earn, through, you know, thousands of hours of massage. I've now got myself a place where I don't have to pay rent, and a second place. No, I didn't take that.
4 months after Florida.
Oh, that's annoying. I just had the video on there.
I will tell you. So we won't play those for you.
But
what we will start talking about are redacted.
Anyway, I've come across this video that's supposed to be an interviewer of someone who is interviewing a Jeffrey Epstein victim, and I want to just say, as an expert on how to interview clients and how to interview potential victims, there's a way of talking to people to find out what's happened. So if you've got a bunch of girls that are going inside a house and having a massage, how this interview is being done is not how it should be. You know, as someone who's very informed in how to handle situations, this is done incredibly wrong, incredibly unfair, and I just want to show it to you, basically.
You're not in any trouble whatsoever. The reason why I wanted to talk to you is I am conducting an ongoing investigation for quite some time now on a subject by the name of Jeffrey Epstein. Okay? And through my investigation,
Okay, so first of all, he started off by saying, first of all, we want to say you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. I mean, I think if you're someone that's just been asked to come down to a thing, you know, okay, you say you're not in trouble, but I don't think that's the first thing. I think the first thing you should say, you know, we're making an inquiry into a person who has been inviting people around to the house, and we believe you're one of the people. That's what you say. And okay, you need to make sure that they're not in trouble, but at the same time, by putting ideas like saying you're not in trouble, how do you know they think they're in trouble? You know, maybe you should, by inviting them, saying we want to ask some questions about a certain thing, and okay, maybe you say you're not in trouble, but you don't. How he's saying it is kind of, he's kind of just putting ideas into people's heads, I think.
know that you have some knowledge and you've been at the house, and that's what I want to talk to you about. And again, I'm saying you're not in any trouble. Okay, you're not a suspect. You're a witness, possibly a victim.
Okay, so saying you're a witness and you're a possible victim, I feel like, again, to say something to that extent is almost like you're putting ideas into their head that they're a victim. You don't know if they're a victim. You don't know if they're a witness. You just need to say, all you need to do, if you're having someone's going to your house and you just need to say, do you know this person? Has this person asked you to do things? Have you worked for this person? Has this person given you money? How old were you when you? And I think by first of all starting off by you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. It's like almost thinking that